thanks for watching Pepperjam Network how-to videos. My name is Chris and I'm an associate here at Pepperjam. And today we're going to take a look at the new attribution features that are available within the Pepperjam interface. So we're going to take a look at two options that you have available. And the first one is code suppression, which gives you the ability to adjust your payout to publishers based on codes that you don't want to be used within the affiliate channel. And we'll get into some more details on that later as well. And the other option is in-cart attribution, which allows you to credit a publisher that might not necessarily be the publisher who generated the last click before an order was placed. To get to your settings for attribution, for code suppression or in-cart, you'll go over to the settings tab and you'll see attribution settings. So you'll notice that you have a look back period, and this is equal to your longest or your highest cookie duration within the program. So if you have a 30-day cookie duration, for example, maybe you have some other terms that have a lower cookie duration, the look back period for in-cart attribution will still go back to your longest cookie duration within the program. So let's take a look at how to view code suppression rules for the program. So we'll go over to on the right side, you'll see whether it's enabled or disabled. So you may currently have this as disabled if you're not using it, and what you can do is go over to the settings tab and then check the enabled box and click update to enable this feature within the program. It's important to note that in order to use this feature, you must be passing the coupon field within your pixel. And if you're unsure about that, or if you have any questions, definitely reach out to the advertiser support team. So once you get to the code suppression attribution settings page, you'll see some details here, and you'll have the ability to view your suppressed codes. You can add an individual code, so maybe you wanted to add a new code here. And when you're adding a code, you can choose a start date and an end date, or if you want to leave the end date open, the code will be there indefinitely. And if you wanted to add a note, maybe there's something that you'd like to include there for why this code's being suppressed, you can include that as well. And you'll also have the option to bulk add, so you can add new codes using a CSV file, or bulk edit. I'll click on bulk add, and it's similar to the bulk edits page. And you'll just choose a CSV file that you create. And you'll see the headers that you'll need to create this file here as well. But please note that you can only add up to 500 codes at a time per file. If you have more than that, you can certainly include a second bulk file. But you can only include up to 500 per file. So while we're talking about the code suppression feature, let's go ahead and take a look at your reports to see how this feature will work. So we'll go over to the Reports tab, Attribution, and you'll see you have an option to view your suppressed code report. So you can look up an individual publisher here, or you can look for a code. Maybe you wanted to see if any code was used. And you'll see your details displayed here to see if a code was suppressed and if a publisher may have gotten commission on that order had the code not been suppressed within the program. So this is a great way for you to help keep track of codes that are not meant for the affiliate channel, so that you're not paying out commission on those codes when they're being used. It is important to note, though, that your Pepperjam site commission or your network commission will still apply on the orders. So keep that in mind when you're using the code suppression feature. So let's go back to the settings tab, and we'll click on attribution settings. And let's take a look at the in-cart attribution option that's available here as well. This is also only available if you're utilizing dynamic commissioning. So if you're not utilizing dynamic or you have any questions there, definitely reach out to the advertiser support team. So once you go over to the attribution settings, you'll see an option for in-cart, and you'll see whether you have it enabled or disabled. So to enable it, you can go to Settings, check the enable box and then click update. You'll also want to choose your time threshold. So this is the amount of time before the order is placed that is considered the last click. So this is currently set for 3 minutes, but you can set it between 1 and 60 minutes. And as we mentioned before, you'll see your look back period. And this one's currently set at 45 days, so it'll be equal to the longest cookie duration that's set up within the program. And once you get everything set up, you can click update, and then your attribution feature will be available within the program. So let's go ahead and take a look at the reports tab to view this as well. So we'll go over to reports, we'll go to attribution. So we're taking a look at the attribution report, and you can select in cart in the feature, and you can look at a standard range if you wanted to maybe look at the past 30 days, or you can enter a custom range as well. And for each transaction that you're seeing here, you'll see the order ID, the attributed publisher, who the last click publisher was, and then the rest of the order details. So what this feature does is it allows you to credit a publisher who may not have necessarily been the last click before the purchase, and it helps to credit, say, a blogger, for example, that maybe really drove the sale, but maybe the customer was on your checkout page and decided to go grab a coupon before finishing their checkout. That coupon publisher would technically get the commission. So what this does is it allows you to credit that commission back to the blog site that originally drove the customer to your website. It is important to note, though, that this is not used to remove commissions from publishers. It's just used to make sure that this is getting credited to the publisher that drove the meaningful traffic to your site. And if you have any questions on utilizing this feature or how you can implement it within your affiliate strategy, definitely reach out to the advertiser support team. And that is the end of our video. Thank you for watching.